What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is using low-impact pool workouts to get in shape. Wow. He is now working out in swimming pools to build his conditioning while taking off weight for his next fight. The former IBF, WBA, and WBO heavyweight champion Ruiz stresses that the importance of mixing things up and reducing the strain on his body from the road work that he's doing. When you are over 250 pounds, it's hard on the body to run on pavements or even on a treadmill. Ruiz needs to make sure that he doesn't suffer from injury before he even starts training camp with his new coach, Eddie Reynoso. Those two will be meeting up soon once the negotiations are completed for Ruiz's next fight, which could be against Chris Arreola. Ruiz, 31, wants another title shot after losing his 3 belts in his rematch with the British heavyweight Anthony Joshua last year. In December, Anthony needs at the minimum 2 good wins under his belt before he'll be able to consider an opportunity for Joshua in the trilogy match. Ruiz could be 2 fights away from a title shot anyway. The plan is for Ruiz, 33, 2, and 22, to beat the 39-year-old Chris Arreola, which is by now 38-6, 1 draw and 33 KOs, next September or October, and then face 2-time world champion challenge number 3 WBA or number 3 WBC, Luis Ortiz. Ruiz is ranked number 4 the WBA and 4 on the WBC and 5th on the IBF and 5th on the WBO. If Andy Ruiz Jr. can beat Ortiz, that should put him in a position to face the WBC champion Tyson Fury or Anthony Joshua again. Okay, well, as far as his working out, his training, okay, let's focus more on that. Get that out of the way. I think the pool exercises for conditioning is a great idea for Andy Ruiz. And it builds stamina, it builds endurance. If you guys don't swim, swimming is so beneficial. You use literally every muscle in your body when you're swimming, and it takes stress off of your body. Most importantly, Andy Ruiz is over 250 pounds or 250 or whatever he is right now. I think he's a little over 250, you know. Only the scale will tell, okay? So, but they are absolutely right. For someone to weigh in that heavy, it's hard for someone that heavy to run every day, okay? You can injure yourself. And most importantly, your joints, okay? Your ankles, your knees, your hips, all that plays into factor when you're that type of weight, especially in the lower part of your body because you're heavy. You know, all the weight and the pressure is at the bottom, at the ankles, your feet, and your knees. Okay, so what ends up happening if you run every day on a hard pavement, you know, the shoes are also the factor, but you can't overlook the major factor, which is the weight. Okay, you can't run around like that and run day after day being that heavy. You have to do something else, you know, either, you know, something to get the weight down. But swimming is a great idea. So I'm glad they're implementing that in, you know, and then we surely don't need him to get injured right before he starts training because all this is preliminary at this point, okay? The preliminary factors and the training he's doing now doesn't have anything to do with Eddie and Chepo, right? So he's taking the initiative, getting into shape, working off this weight, so you'll have less things to worry about when the actual training camp starts. Now, as far as Chris Arreola, I'm not just ecstatic about it because that was Adam Kalnaki's last opponent, you know, before getting upset by Robert Helenius, right? So it's one of those things where Ruiz, you know, his plan is to fight twice, okay, which I feel you don't need to fight twice. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. Well, the second fight. So he wants a tune-up fight, which that's what he asked for, and then he'll get to fight Luis Ortiz. That would make more sense. Okay? But mind you, if he doesn't fight Ortiz in the second fight, I'm going to lose interest in Andy Ruiz, and he will stay on the redemption list because this is the plan that they've set out. Okay? I know he's starting with Eddie and Chepo, so I'm not going to give him that type of slack because that is a new trainer. Because, he had to acclimate and, and adjust to a different trainer from Manny Robles. So, we'll see what he can do. I'm looking now at the swimming regimen. They have him on some resistance cables, so that keeps him in one part of the swimming pool. Good. I like the resistant cable effect. I like how they keep him in the middle of the pool and they keep him swimming for a certain amount of seconds. It might have been 20 seconds, and no, that's very good because that burns calories, and that will get you in shape. Looking at this, I think that will help him more than anything else. It'll help him with his tan. It'll help him make him become a better swimmer, and it'll help him with his, fluidity with his punches, especially punching in the water. But in this case, he's swimming. And remember, Canelo used this and implemented this in with, I think it was the Erislandy Lara fight, where he implemented swimming. And it's a great tool to get yourself prepared, especially to lose weight. And again, it's better on your joints, but don't get it twisted because you can still pull a muscle swimming. I know. But anyway, I like it. I like more and more initiative from Andy Ruiz that he's putting in work. So we'll see what he does. We'll see how he looks. And hopefully we can see results soon. You guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz's low-impact pool workouts to get in shape. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.